Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. Oh wait, why? I'm about to say, why am I by myself? Look, don't do this to me. Not today.
Oh,
Not today. Today is not today.
I'm not even with you.
Listen, and then I even typed what I was trying to say wrong when you know what?
Like, I don't. You need to just go to bed and get back up and try again.
Definitely. I think some, I don't know what to think. It's just not, it's just
Yeah,
not working for me right now. I don't know.
clearly, clearly. But
Oh,
what's going on, y'all? I know it's a long time no see, but we're here. I hope y'all are in the building. We
child,
got in.
if they're not, they'll be watching on the replay. But for those of you who are here, welcome. If you're new here, if you've been here before, welcome back. I want to apologize um, for whatever mistakes I may make.
Dude, cut, cut.
I want to apologize for
Y'all,
whatever,
y'all don't understand.
whatever mistakes I may make because, oh my God, like, just listen.
It's a good day.
I, I try to type back to y'all sometime, but today not gonna be that day. Don't take it personal because I don't need to be typing nothing.
Just believe her
Nothing.
when she says that, okay? Just believe her when she says
Thank God for erasing. I was like, oh my God. I should have erased the
anyway.
other comment too because I spelled the last word wrong. This ain't it.
They're gonna be like, what is wrong with this woman? What's your girl needs help. And by your girl I mean Nola.
I,
She needs some assistance today. Okay, so bear
it's
bear
not
with us.
working.
Bear
It's
with
not
us,
working,
but
but y'all make sure y'all like the video.
please, please, and thank you.
Make sure y'all like the video. We'll greatly appreciate it. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Lord Jesus, my man.
hmm But yes, we're glad to be back.
Oh,
And there is a lot to talk about, as you all probably, know by now. And we're gonna cover it. Where am I at? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna cover it all. Should we? Hey, Kimmy Nicole.
hey, Kimmy.
Hey, Kiana.
Kiana, I hope I did not run you away with my comments. Just know I was saying something to Barb,
it
but I was trying to type, hey, y'all, and that other
came
word
out all
came up. Like what I was saying to her came out in the keyboard. That was not for you. I sincerely apologize if you're in here, Kiana. And to show you I'm sorry, I'm gonna put whatever fine if you incur any in court
right. Yeah,
tonight. I'm
you
gonna
already
give
got
you 50% off. I'm gonna give you
you already got
50%
your
off, Kiana,
line.
because I was like, oh Lord Jesus, I was panicking like delete, delete, delete.
Like that's why we were a little bit late because we.
I had to
Let me just
and
skip
then
right past.
the thing is I still see it in StreamYard. It's so
That's
horrible.
why we keep laughing, y'all. Hello, Miss
Hey Miss
Book.
Bug, how are you?
Thursday. What's going on, Chrislyn?
Hey
Hello.
Chrislyn.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes, yes.
hey Shot Town, how are you, my love? I hope you're doing good and
Glad to
having a
see
good
all
day.
y'all. I'm
I hope
glad
all
to see
y'all are doing good and having a good day, child. This help me,
y'all.
Father.
But as usual, we gonna get right into it. Um, let us start with where we at. Where am I at? Oh, right here with a little icebreaker. Why don't we? So I saw this on Hollywood Unlocked last week or whatever. So as it says, two girls just stole your handbag and you need it back. Who are you calling for backup? We got Tommy, we got Krishan, we got Natalie, we got Khloe Kardashian, we got Remy Ma, we got Ari, we got Chrissy, and we got Angela, aka Black China. I want to know in the chat right now, who are you guys going to employ to have your back in this type of situation? I like to think I would never find myself in this type of situation. Let's just start with that. But we're talking hypotheticals here. So Nola, who pick your two, and you have to pick two. No loopholes.
I'm going with
I know
the
you
two
do.
Chris's. I'm going with the two Chris's, Chrissy and Krishan. I
Fair.
never thought I would say I'd be calling Krishan for nothing. But I mean, out of all the ladies up on the screen, that's the two ladies I seen throw hands. So, I mean, I'ma go with them. I've always seen Tommy run her mouth. I mean, I hear they fight on the Baddies show, but I don't watch it. So
I wouldn't
I
know.
don't know if her hands ever really, you know what I'm saying, fit that mouth that she got.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going
And
with the two
I
Chris's,
think
Chrissy and Krishan. Oh, but Remy Ma did do what she did to
yeah.
end
So
up
that's
where
why
she
I
ended up.
think I
Can
might
I
go
pick
with her.
three?
No, I said no loopholes. I said
All right, fine.
I'm gonna go with Remy and probably Krishan just because she's a no limit soldier and I know she just gonna just be with it till the end. Yeah, I think they just obviously put a couple people up here because those are just the most prominent public figures right now. You know, like Ari, and we keep hearing about Tommy and Natalie and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Krishan and Remy
Girl,
on
not
this.
prominent people, cause that Kardashian girl up there, is she bald head?
No, she has a ponytail, but or bun, whatever. But they
Oh,
gotta throw in some people that is just like, wait, why? Like, because I would definitely have replaced her, Ari, um, and I might have even replaced uh
is
Black
that
China.
Ari? I thought that was Carisha.
That is Ari, isn't it?
Girl, I thought
Yeah,
that
that's
was
Ari.
Carisha.
That's Ari.
Girl, girl, look, nothing.
So
Next.
that's if that's your answer, you gonna stick beside it. Then
That's
I'm
my
I'm, I'm
answer. I done already picked it, so I ain't gonna take it back. I appreciate that LaPriest. Hey, how are you? She said Remy and Chrissy. So she
those
was
are
going
also
like you
good
was going.
choices. Those are also good choices. We respect it over here. Okay. Okay. Well, if nobody else has any thing they would like to say, any input on this, we shall roll right on into where is it? A little WTF, why don't we?
Ooh, child. So, is giving. I might have made up that my husband and I are separating because now I'm going into business and I'm selling fans. One that says Darby Barbie and the other that says Coochie Cravings. Um, I say yuck to both. I really say yuck to both because I don't know anybody in this world who want to be Darby Barbie besides her. We see his lawyers. Um, and make sure that stuff is you know, the prenup is still cement tight. You ain't getting nothing. He don't even child. Mm-mm.
um
They done messed up the whole sugar daddy thing. They done messed it up for the world right now. And I'm sorry. When I
Wait,
think of
we don't have a graphic,
what
so tell them what you're talking about
So, oh, I'm
specifically.
sorry. So, Ashley Darby is going to be selling fans, you guys. And when I say fans, like the church fans, your hand in your hand and you hold your fans. And and she's going to have one that says Darby Barbie, and the other's going to say Coochie Cravings, buffet cravings. But what she said, she was having a CC for Michael Darby, the Coochie Craving. And I am disgusted.
She's been a joke to me, so I'm not really surprised by anything that she does. And just because they're getting a quote unquote divorce, her life still is centered around that man and what she can, he's her provider of everything that she has going on in life right now. So of course, this doesn't surprise me at all. Like who I want to see who's going to pull that out. Darby's Barbie, like
I mean, who wants to wear that? But then another thing, when you think about coochie, right? I'm not sure I want to be walking around fanning myself with something that says coochie on it. It's almost like your coochie stank or something. Like, I just wouldn't put that on a fan. Maybe a shirt, not a fan.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm
I don't
good.
know. I don't know why she want to still be held on to Michael Darby. Like, why
Well,
would you
we
still consider yourself his Barbie if you're getting a divorce? It makes absolutely no sense, but nothing about Ashley and her life makes sense to me.
she needs to somehow be able to pay that. I guess I believe she talked to her uncle and he was like, "Listen, you need to think of some more streams of income because still trying to leech off of him is it's not going to do you no good." So I guess this was her shot, her attempt at that. But I don't get it, man. I don't get it, and not even just her, like everybody. I don't get why they get on these types of platforms and they don't capitalize on it. Do you not know the type of I would be having eyeshadow palettes and dresses and candles and jewelry. I
Will
would be
your
having
candle? How many wicks your candle gonna have?
18,000, one for everybody. You could pick from 1 to 18,000 and that is fine. Options are endless, but I don't know
Girl,
why they
first
just
of
get on
all,
here and they don't do what needs to be done. Like, you would see my
that
face all the time on something, cookbooks, all of it. Like,
girl, wait, but you can't not 18,000, sis.
pillows, like just do you would see. I'm not gonna endorse nothing I don't use or I don't believe in. Let's just get that straight. But you would see my face all over. I would have water bottle, everything would have
See,
my name on if you
Tracy,
did me
you're
my face.
trolling. I would never want to be a Dobby Barbie, so why would I buy that? That makes absolutely no sense to me. Why would I buy that? Why would anybody buy that?
It's not gonna be in this house. I don't think it's gonna be in Nola's house either. Nah, we can't do that. But I don't really expect much from her. So, but again, she's not the least accomplished person on the cast. So I guess this is just more
Girl,
proof that she's not the
move.
least.
Because you're trying to get me
We'll save that.
activated earlier, and you know right now I am not, or I am already not in the best of places. Hey, Tracy, you trolling already, like I said. Hey, Chrislyn, once again. Hey, thick girl, how you doing, girl?
Hi, what's going on, Thick? Um, yeah, that's all I have to say about this. So moving on into our next. Do we have any more WTF?
I didn't have it. I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
I don't think so because what I was gonna say, I decided, you know what? No, it definitely after my first incident today. I'm
What?
already mess I'm already messing up the thing.
Y'all don't understand. Nola is had me in stitches before we came on here
All right.
because
So
I can't wear her.
I feel like we should tell them so they don't be left out the loop.
Oh, you're gonna tell him again? Okay.
Yeah, so well I didn't yeah, so I had a mishap. If you're just now coming into the live, when we were getting ready, I was trying to say, hey y'all in the chat. Um and so before we went live, I was, rewatching shows, looking over my notes, and I decided to take a specific little dessert of mine, which gives makes me feel like I'm in the clouds, right?
We love dessert over
This
here.
dessert leaves me up in the air. And so I was talking to Barb about one of the shows that we are going to discuss. But I was trying to type, "Hey, y'all." Instead of typing, "Hey, y'all," I typed, "Hey, arse," the ASS word. And I was like, "Oh, crap. Hurry up. Delete, delete, delete." And I guess it was one of those, you had to be there moments
I'm not about to
because
hold
I was messing it up. And then after that, I proceeded to mess up even more. I say, "Help me, Father."
and that is why we over here keep cracking up every 5 seconds. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. You had to be here. But I believe we wanted to discuss If I can find the graphic, I guess we could just call this a little celebrity chatter.
Hey,
I did not
chef.
know about this morning, but hey, chef, what's going on? Wait, where did I? Oh,
Oh, Jesus. I'm so sorry.
what are you laughing at now? What are
It's
you
simply
laughing?
elegant one in here because if so, she out of line. She, oh,
I don't
Lord
think so.
Jesus. Lord, she sent me a picture that mama I don't like from that show I'm not talking about until April. And it's just not in the condition I'm in right now. I didn't need this. Cause she look a mess and confused.
Um, I
I
don't
know.
even want to know. Like, I'm okay. Like, I don't even want to know. Let me see if
Hey
I can.
chef, hey chef. I just sent it to you in a message. The
Who?
picture. You. Oh God. Oh yeah. I had to look at the name. I'm like, did I send it to the right person? I did.
Probably not. You probably didn't. But my thing's
Oh, you
always
about
connected.
you about to be like Scotty and that damn lemonade on the live hot. Yay, pretty much. Come
I
on,
should
girl.
bring
You
it
can
up.
do
I should bring it up on
it.
screen.
Oh,
No, but
Jesus.
you said you
No,
don't want
no,
to talk about
please.
it.
No, 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 no.
We
Oh,
not.
you about to throw
I
extra
refuse to
hard?
talk
Oh,
about it.
God. Okay. No,
Please, please,
no,
please,
I'm on
please.
sabbatical for a couple of weeks. Um,
One second. Yeah, I'm good. I'm not even going to introduce that because we'll be 6 hours later, like, oh my God, why are we talking about
we
this?
got girl. 6 hours later requires me getting on this StreamYard on my phone and talking to y'all in the car. You know, I gotta go pick up the children.
That's what I'm saying. But once one person gets started and this person says something, this one, we just be going and going and going because I don't know what it is about those group of people. I don't know. But anyway,
See, look, I'm
um,
about to say, see, we about to go down the rabbit hole. Nope.
I'm saying. Okay, let me see if I can share this. Share my screen. Um, so we can talk about this Monique thing. Can you see that?
Child. Yes, I can.
Okay, so Monique says she grew out of open marriage arrangement with husband. Monique has closed the door on her open marriage. Famed comedian actress Monique is in her comeback era, as previously reported. Fans are currently awaiting her highly anticipated Netflix special comedy special, which is. Anyway, moving right along, life began to happen. I began to see a strength I had never seen before. He loved me at my worst. I didn't want to sacrifice that just for LA, so I grew out of that. If you guys are not aware, Monique and her husband, they've had like an open marriage arrangement for however long. And I guess, she had a change of heart, which actually this is kind of interesting because it goes a little bit with Miss Darby Barbie, whatever, how she's trying to say that she don't want to be in that type of arrangement no more and da 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 da. I'm gonna stop sharing. Um, this kind of goes a little bit with that, if I'm not mistaken. Um, do we care? Do we not care? Like, how do y'all feel about this topic?
I don't care. Like, listen,
I'm
I
not surprised.
I listen, I 100% I don't care. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. I really don't care. I didn't care to know that it was open. I don't care to know that it's closed. I really want Auntie Monique to go ahead and go away from us with this and her husband. I am tired. She is like the mama that get married and try to force a new stepdaddy on you that you just don't care about. Like you don't care one way or the other. You can take it or leave it. I really don't need to know what's going on between y'all. I think certain things And I know the more you talk, the more you get seen in press, and it's considered that no press, bad press is also good press or whatever they said. You know what I'm saying? But some things, child, just keep to yourself. I don't care if y'all is just one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish in the bedroom, or what y'all doing in y'all relationship. Like that's a girl. I feel like she just want to have something to say, and it has to be about that husband.
Maybe she's trying to stay relevant. Have you watched? I haven't watched her
I
movie.
have not
Apparently, it was.
watched. I have not watched her new movie. I heard it was really good, but I haven't watched her new movie because I haven't.
I haven't gotten around to
I
it.
don't have. I don't have BET Plus, and I just refuse to pay for another subscription of
I
anything.
someone needs to get it so I can get their password so I can watch Angel. Remember I was telling you about that? Because my Fire Stick has been like not fire sticking, and
I'm. I'm. But Tracy, 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 get out. Tracy, get out. Go ahead, Tracy. Tracy, I feel like you set me up, Tracy.
I can't do this with y'all today. I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna have to exit. But wait,
I mean, what you mean? She should have. She. Hey, sweet pea. Hey,
hey,
hey.
sweet pea. And hey, Cheryl, what's
Hey,
going on?
Cheryl, my favorite Liberian Kaya and Pepper.
Had to go back up and say hi
I'm sorry, I know. Well, you will have to talk about it, child. Uh,
because it just crept up on me.
I don't understand.
I just,
This is this is not. Oh God, next topic. I can't because Tracy. I
I don't
Tracy,
click on
you know what you
it.
did. You know what you did, Tracy. You know what
I
you
didn't even
did. But
do that.
listen, you don't see what she put. Look
Yes,
at the
but I
comment.
was you're okay.
Um, I don't know. I feel like, but I do feel
I'm
like
done.
this. If you get into that kind of relationship
What
and
did Mia say? How I got my husband? I knew that that's how I was gonna keep him, right?
do that again,
What do you
you
I'm
sound
not
just
doing
like her.
anything.
You
I'm not
sound
doing
just
anything.
like her. Oh no,
We
when we
just
talk about Patanka,
today. That's a
when we
they're added to the list. I'm not talking about it until yeah, and that's debatable at this point if I even will. But we didn't talk about that, but we'll talk about that later. Um, and yes, I watched the first like one or two episodes, but I ain't got BET Plus. And like I said, my Fire Stick has not been fire sticking, and I need to figure out another way to watch it.
hey Linda Gamble, girl, I don't know if you're lying or not, but I guess so, child. I don't know. Um, I don't know.
Um, hey Linda Gamble,
Hey Linda, my boo. I don't
but did I lie?
understand.
The problem is you didn't. You didn't lie, but
I mean,
that's
listen, y'all,
no lies were told over here, as
I don't want
usual.
to. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want
Talk
to
about
talk
what?
about
Wait,
it.
wait, wait.
I
What
don't
am
want
I?
to think what Tracy's talking about.
Wait, why is my?
I don't know. See, now I done put myself on mute. I don't know. It does this every time. Every time.
Look at the
It's just
screen.
not my day. I changed it. I changed it. I changed it. It does it every time. Every
It
time.
defaults to that. Every time I log in, it said it'll be another like a court picture or something. It's funny. Anyway, um, no, Tracy, you did not. But okay, y'all. So that's all we have for that topic, and that will bring us right into this next thing. Oh, did you have one more thing? One more thing after this before we get into some shows?
No, girl, let's go ahead and make it on over to the shows.
Or actually, no. We have this to talk about.
What?
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Ooh, ooh, boom.
Oh, see, I was trying to avoid this mess.
I'm okay with talking on this just because, as you know, as Thick knows, as some of y'all know, I just finally got caught up on Married to Medicine. So when I saw this, I was just like, my first thought, and I said it yesterday, is the fact that Contessa, you came on the show in an uproar talking about, your marriage just literally basically in flames. Like that is literally what you said in so many words. So sorry that someone took that and someone's took that and breathe, breathed more life into it and just told what you had already said, basically. So as far as you saying, and I don't have the article in front of me, but she said something along the lines of, I'm sick of crying and this and that, and it's not depicting me as a real doctor, and stuff like that, and what I do on a daily. Like, okay, but whose fault is that? You bust your foot through the door from the get-go talking about, putting all y'all's marital stuff on display. So you created this public image of yourself, if you ask me. But if that is what serves you well right now to exit the show and focus on other stuff and whatever, go do it. That's fine. Like I said yesterday, she need to just go join the army again and live her best life and whatever. Hua. That's what they say in the army. But anyway.
Ooh, so are we just talking about Contessa, or are we talking about the whole thing?
We can. I just started with her.
Okay.
How do you feel
I'm
about
glad.
her
I'm
today?
glad she gone. Bye, girl. Bye. Don't
I
care.
mean,
Um, I just don't care. Like she she lost me, and I used to like Contessa, but she lost me when she went out on this war against Heavenly thing. And I know what people gonna say. Heavenly got a big mouth, and Heavenly shouldn't have said that. Da 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 da. Da. But what did Heavenly say that we didn't already know? We already knew, or at least was led to believe by the way she was treated on screen by her husband, that he was, emotionally, mentally, and verbally abusive. Like at the end of the day, you trying to say you didn't have a girlfriend, and you tell your children they on the phone with your girlfriend, and then they run back to and tell their mama that. And then you're like, no, no, I was just playing, because you were trying to make her feel some type of way because she went away from school. She always trying to do something to distract herself from having to be around you. So I don't care. But even after what was said or whatever, as far as what Heavenly said, she was on Heavenly's show after that. I'm not sure if it was once or twice, but she was definitely on Heavenly's show after that. So why didn't you address her about it on her show? She can, girl, bye.
mm, are you talking? Wait. Oh, where
I'm
is
talking
it?
about Heavenly.
No, no, no. I was talking about
Oh, so
to Tracy. Is she talking about
you,
contestants not married
no,
to
she's
medicine?
talking about. That's what they said to quiet. You're not even married to medicine.
Oh,
I'm not.
listen.
It. It would be glad to see Messy. Oh Lord, see, I was about to say Messy G. Um, Dr. G.
His voice gets on my nerves.
You knew it was gonna. I just. I,
I think
I'm
I don't
all
know.
for it.
I want to know
I'm
why
all
they're getting
for
on the show.
Doctor. I'm all for
Last
Dr.
night.
G. I'm all for Dr. G being on the show. Long as it don't go to, but long as it don't go to a messy place. Like I really feel like they're trying to usher Dr. G into like not quite off her square. Like last year, y'all tried to do it talking about her and the man of construction. Not this year, her.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't bring nobody on to the show to purposely dog walk. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else. Like, I don't like that. That ain't cool. And they already tried to make it seem like her divorce was her fault, and I feel like they're gonna try to either cause mess of confusion between Quad and that lady, take something Quad say back the wrong way, or I could see
That's what I
Toya and
mean.
them trying to, or Toya or Simone, because Simone is messy.
Simone, because she's gonna
Simone is
scream,
messy. I can't
gonna yell
stand
it.
Simone. I wish we
She's
could
gonna
have
go.
Cecil without Simone. I really do. I like Cecil. I do not like Simone. Cecil just
I
a
can
little
finally
bit
get
of
my
messy.
assessment. I can finally get my assessment of who I like and don't like because I finally am caught up.
I like
We'll get into
Cecil.
that
I like
for the
Cecil,
season.
but I don't like Dr. Simone. Cecil, each house husband have each house show have a husband that always have a little messy in them. I ain't talking about the messy ones, but they always have that little messy one that that crack the little jokes or whatever, and that's who Cecil is to me. Um, but his wife, I don't like her. And so but I feel like they'll try to use something like, well, that's why G's getting married or something like that. You know what I'm saying? To
That's what I
try
mean.
to
But
taunt her.
you saying you like you don't want it to turn messy or nothing like that. That's like asking a dog not to bark though. You
No,
already
listen,
know
it's gonna
how it
always
is.
be messy. It's gonna always be messy because it's reality
They
TV,
gotta be
right?
prepared and mindful. But like I told you last night, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. If they really are coming on, we will see by like episode 2, 3. We will see like, okay, I can see what their angle, that why they're trying to come on and what their game plan is. So I'm gonna just wait around to see because it could be,
I
yeah,
just
they
don't
want
want
to
it to
be
go.
engaged.
I don't want it to go messy that way. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah,
want it to go
very
messy that way.
true.
I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. I'm not interested in it. And then we found out that that there was some DV up in that relationship. So I'm not interested in seeing them try to play them to a. I'm not interested in it. And Phaedra coming. I hope Phaedra come and bring an evolved personality. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of
That's like
interested to
Oscar
see
Mayer.
what Mr. President and the other one look like. What was he? Was he a senator
I
or
mean,
something?
she posts them. She posted
I mean, but I
me
don't follow her like that. I'm not one of.
neither.
I like
Me
Phaedra,
neither.
but I don't
But
run across her post like that. The last post I
you
saw of
know,
her,
they be
she
reposting
had a
her.
blue wig on her head, and I was mad about it.
They reposted her and the boys like over the holiday or something. Like they're big now. Um,
Yes, I'd be interested to see that. I hope she come on with a new way, and I think she gonna have to come on and be different with her messy, just for the simple fact of how she left Roja. And take it to her, you ain't above throwing nothing in nobody's face. No, it's Simona just come out and just straight ask you about it because she keep it 100. Well, I don't.
she
She need to
young.
make
Young.
chef, chef. Shout out to Chef Don Don in the building. Make sure y'all go follow Chef Don Don. Hey,
Yes,
Joseph
please.
Felton, how are you?
What's going
Chef.
on?
Next year we need a megaphone award
I
for
voted
the
for her. I
awards.
voted for someone
We know
on
we
the
need a
award.
megaphone, just loud for no
She
reason.
just be
Like you
loud.
be loud
It's
and right, loud and wrong. She just loud. And I
loud.
dedicate that award to Simone. I swear to God, I'll be the me 50 emails to vote for her. I'm gonna make sure she win.
Me too. Um, but and Anila, like I think she could do better things somewhere else. Not like I didn't want her to come back or anything like that, but I just think that her focus should be on she's about to do something big in another part of her life, I feel like. And that's good.
Um, I
Everything
like
ill to say.
Quad. I like Quad, and especially her young nephew. Or her nephew was the MVP of the show last
I
season.
like I liked Kieran. He had me dying a lot of times.
And, yeah,
Um,
glad Anila's gone, but I like her husband exactly. But I feel like Anila didn't bring anything. You know what I'm saying? Like her
that's why I think she
storyline.
just
Like I don't think she thought about the people who watch this show, and I think it turned people off. One, when she was acting like she couldn't take care of her churn, and majority of the women who watching you or taking care of their children every day without a nanny, cooking, going to work full time jobs and make it happen. So you didn't you got to relate to these people in some kind of way to stay on these shows. You got to either be like a fan fave, they like you, or you got to be a villain. If you just somewhere in between and the people could you not making no conversation, it's time for you to go. And Taki Toya gonna post like, oh, Anila needs a check. Girl, she say them people around there paying her down to the blogs and putting her house with furniture. She don't need that check.
drops mic. Okay, guys. So there you have it. I guess when do they start recording or when is that gonna air? Over the summer probably? I don't know. Um
Probably towards the summer.
yeah,
Because it
so I guess
usually ends up airing when Roja aired.
and now I could just watch it all the way through. Now that I've arrived. I had to start from the beginning. Like I was sick of not being able to talk about but we've never seen any more shows. Yeah, this will be interesting. I'm like we did with every other show, how we always say,
I'm
for the
gonna go
most
into it
part,
with an
we'll
open mind.
clean slate, open mind, and we'll just see what it gives. So y'all
The
stick
only
around for
person
it.
that only person that'll never get a clean slate for me is the people on Potomac who on there that I don't like. They'll never.
Oh no,
Hey, Astute, how are
that
you?
goes without that goes without saying. Hey, Stu, how are you? You like that little song? Anyway, I'm annoying. So let's get into do.
Them pump 20. Let me get 2 on 20. And
I'm
TP
not
Teens.
dealing with you
That's what
today.
she said. Anila family owns stores on every corner. I'm asking, is it 2 on 20?
That's
Pump,
what I mean. She could be doing some other stuff elsewhere. Like
I mean
I
20
know.
on 2. Jesus, see? Come on.
Just stop. Just reset. Drink some water and reset. But
I need some milk.
okay, so new show alert. New show alert. As y'all, obviously probably already know by now, because we're a couple days late. Um, we got SWV and Escape. What does everybody think overall? Like, is everybody, excited about the show? Did you like this first episode? Like, how do we feel overall before we dive into it? What did I was trying to get those graphics, so I didn't even see what you were. So I would have seen where. Oh, so yeah, Chef said around the fall. Ooh.
Yeah. Um,
Oh
I thought it
yeah,
was good.
Tracy has a point too. Mm-mm. They'll never get a clean slate from
Never,
me.
never.
Those two
Tracy,
shows. Those two
Tracy,
shows.
I'm issuing you a early fine because I told y'all I'm on sabbatical from them people.
Yeah, that's why we haven't
Y'all
even.
got 2 more
What is that
weeks.
show? Huh? I don't even know. Like, oh, forgot. I just data dumped that whole thing.
Y'all got
But
two more
anyway,
weeks. Um, I like the
eh,
show. I thought it was good. It didn't give too little. It didn't give too much. It gave what needed to be gave for an opening episode. Overall, I'm just gonna do an overall synopsis. Overall, I was laughing at that if you had asked the kids too joke.
oh,
I
that's
thought it
why.
was quite hilarious. Um I think the sister's right. I wouldn't have left my sister, and we don't know why you locked out or what's gonna happen if you're gonna be able to get in, change your clothes, whatever. I wouldn't have left my sister. She came in there with that
And I wouldn't
attitude
love
when
you
they was
to
having
either.
that
'Cause
meeting.
hmm?
You know what I'm saying? Like they came in there when they was having that meeting, and she came up in there.
How she carries herself, I believe that went down like that. I'm
Right.
gonna just throw that out there from the get
I just
go.
feel like she's giving Candy all the reason in the world to say, "See, this is why I was right." Because that attitude was stank, and then she got the audacity to want to go sing before the Lord and tell us to play it in our cause because she getting a gospel deal. No, no, God, honey. Girl, if I want to go before the throne, you ain't transferring that negative energy to me. Go to hell with it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Like I understand you want to have a solo deal. You've been want to do a solo deal, but when you got to think about what you coming into, you going into the gospel sector. So you should very much, to me, be given pleasantries and not nastiness. Number one, number two, girl, if you ain't got no butt, you ain't got no butt. If you
I
flatten
don't
the
have
back
no butt.
like if she flatten the back like a pancake stack, that's on her. Go buy one if you want one. I mean, you ain't even gotta buy one. Don't go put that stuff in your booty, girl. Just put on. Go get you a booty pad. Get you some booty pad panties. Do
I mean,
something
so
to tone it up and firm it up.
not everybody's frame is supposed to be you got a huge butt, and that's okay. That doesn't make you any less, attractive, beautiful, nothing like that. So, I mean, I get it. If something hurts your feelings, something hurts your feelings. I got that, but for it to turn into all this after it, and again, you're still showing a side of you that makes the other side seem more believable because something's not mathing,
Something
and
ain't
where
right and clicking with her. And I agree with you. I 100% agree with you, Joseph. They was like, listen, man, we don't care about none of that. It's times we not speaking to each other, but we get on the stage and we do what we need to do. You
she
know what I'm
should
saying? We
have.
get on the stage and do what we do. She shouldn't have went to the meeting. If that's how she was gonna act, she shouldn't have went to the meeting. Because first of all, that's personal. You feeling some type of way towards your sister. Like that's a different relationship dynamic. We sisters and then we group mates. You know what I'm saying? But you my sister. You could have called your sister and talked to her on the phone. And I'ma just say right now, I believe the sister. Let's get on down to that because nothing other than that really, really happened. We saw the husbands, baby. One of them husbands was fine. I think that was that Lily husband. I don't know, but he was fine. who husband that was. That was like the muscle. He was sitting up in there like, girl, why I can't hear you? You cut yourself on mute. You was on mute.
My bad. Tamika's husband, I'm gonna just leave
And
it at that.
Latasha husband gives scamming vibes. Whatever them I listen.
Everything
I
he was
don't even know
saying was
him,
just
but
like,
everything he
let me
gives
put it up.
scammer,
Hold on.
gives
Hold on.
gaslighter, and whatever
There
them
you go.
ladies said he did it. I don't even need to see the show to know he. I don't even need
It
to see the
sounded
rest of the
like that.
season to know he did it.
And how she responded when production when they asked like, so
No, I'm not even talking about that because they were saying how he was rude and he was hard to work with, like the ladies
no,
as a
I'm
group, and they
saying
fired
that's
him.
what I mean. I'm saying that to say I can when she answered that question like that, it just validated what I already like thought and can see in him. I I don't know. It's like something about his personality. It just screamed, "Oh yeah, okay." Like that's all I saw. And I'm not someone who's followed them throughout the years or anything like that. Like I do know like some of the beef and all that type of stuff. Like I didn't know about that whole interview where Tamika said that about Candy. Like I don't be following like that. But from what I have heard, it's always been stuff that's he be on some mess sometimes, and I believe it based on how he appeared to us in these scenes. But I'm sure we're gonna get it more into it. Unfortunately, there's only probably what like 7 more episodes, if that.
I think
So
it's six,
I don't think we're
six.
gonna.
I think we're
Yeah, it's
only
like
getting 6 episodes, so maybe we have
definitely not
five
10.
episodes left.
It's either six or
Yeah,
8. I don't probably six,
I
like you
don't
said.
know.
So hopefully we can see a little bit of what's going to happen. But overall,
Nope.
I liked it.
Not yet.
Huh?
Time would be not time. Not yet. Time would be Shalom. We working our way there. We got one more show before that one. But thank you for coming in.
I'm
Um.
excited about that one. That's my
Oh,
favorite.
Shot Town, you know him, girl? Hop in my inbox real quick. Do you know him? But he definitely gives scamming. Look, I got look. I ain't even had on my glasses for y'all today. Let me. What's the tea, sis? We need to know. Um. But that's what they gave me. And the last little part of the show was with the mama and the sisters. I feel like this. That mama didn't call a meeting to settle the issue between the sisters. That mama called that meeting so that cause her good daughter, her favorite daughter that she liked, called her and said, Mama, she felt some type of way. And then that mama went ahead and called the other daughter so she can basically scold her. I did not like the mama telling her she jealous. And I feel like that wasn't the first time the mama did it because she was so comfortable in doing it. You know what I'm saying? She was so comfortable in doing it. So I don't feel like that was her first time doing it. I feel like she's done it all her life. I feel like Latosha knows she her mama favorite. So she get up there and she do stuff to her sister, like steal her money, like steal her $30,000 allegedly, but I'ma say I believe the sister. I believe they took her money. I believe they took her money, and I can't stand that mama. And I believe the mama got her some coins too. That's probably how she got that ugly couch they was sitting on up in there. Because that $30,000 she got a list. She told them bring me round there to the furniture mall. They got a sofa on clearance I want because I know she had better not pay full price for it. Then she want to holler about cut off the cameras, cut off the cameras. I didn't like her. I hate parents like that. Like their issues will never be fixed. There's gonna always be something between them. She don't love that girl. She might have love for her, but she don't love her like a mama should love her child. She is absolutely ridiculous. You don't drive no wedge between. I wish my children were. You know what? When my girls used to get into when they was young, people had to tell me siblings get into it. I'm like, girl, what? I used to put them in what I call the shirt of love, and what the shirt of love was a big old T-shirt, and I would put them both in it, and they had to stand there and hug each other and tell each other how much they love them and say nice things about each other till I got tired of looking at it. Then I would go in my room and watch TV.
And now they're besties.
And you know
Um,
what I'm saying? Like we're not doing that. You solve the problems between your daughter. Oh, hateful. I don't even want to be wanting to cuss this lady out the first episode of the season, but she really pissed me off. And yeah, you got some of that money too. You knew too, because you thought the world was gonna think she was crazy. And then when she got as mad as she got, talk about mama, you sitting there like you doing right now, just like when they throw my thing. Oh no, now y'all got to go. Y'all got to get out of my house. She ain't about to be exposing me. But you wrong. You wrong. You treat that girl horrible. And I can't wait for it to pick up because that's what we picking up next week.
Yeah. Based on how Latasha, like as soon as she walked in, and I'm sure you guys peeped it, like she like switches again. Like she was showing this the way she was speaking to her mom and stuff like that. Like, yes, everything you said, and they both play into it because the mom obviously has been like this the whole time. She allows this. She always, pits them against each other and all that. I saw it in both of them and the whole like jealous thing and stuff like that. Like, but why? Why talking about Academy Awards? But it was okay when Tasha was saying what she was saying. Like, she just, I feel like she's one of those people that just be in their own world with everything, based on this situation, based on when they sat down with SWV and they're like, listen, this is what we want to do. She was all over here when she should have just, she shouldn't even brought that up. Like, why would you, That's something you guys talk about offline when it's just the four of y'all. Don't bring it up right there. All you had to
She
do
should
is
have
say,
came.
like, smile and say, okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, because at the end of the day, if it was such an issue, you would not have even came there to even hear anything out, because everybody had already said they knew what was up. Like, they know that this is why they were meeting. They were just, meeting just to actually talk about it face to
Talk about
face.
it and plan the
Everybody
show.
knew what was up.
Yeah.
It wasn't a surprise. So if you knew that that was the nature of the conversation and you knew that you had your own qualms about it, you shouldn't have came. But, again, what do I know? It was weird. Did you feel a way about like uh Candy saying like Todd is like the boss and stuff like that? Did you feel any way about that?
I felt like, girl, why you said that? Why you say that? You didn't need to say that. You didn't need to say that. I feel like Ty plays his part. Candy and Empire has expanded with him, in the things that he know and that he can add to the collection. It's been said, and I feel like, girl, let Ty be who he is because Ty is comfortable in who he is. So let him be who he is and stop worrying about what the people in the public is saying. That's how I felt at that statement because I mean, Ty is who he is. He always give me chilling vibes. Now maybe behind camera when they get in arguments, he be like, "You let your mama say what she want to say about me. People think I'm living off of you," type stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I don't think it was necessary.
Yeah.
I don't think it was necessary. And I think the fact that Candy travels so much and we see Ty with the kids, I mean, we expect him to run the house, the literal
I mean,
house.
they both probably they obviously both do a
They
lot,
both
and
do a lot, but I'm
we
saying
have this conversation every like year, every
right.
time they come
Every
back on
time she's on the show, we
like,
have to talk about what Ty does,
oh,
and I'm so tired of it.
it's not.
If Ty did nothing and loved Candy and wanted to be with Candy, and that's all he wanted to do, and she was cool with it, fine.
Ooh, did you hear about? Sorry to change the subject. Do you hear about like Cher and her boyfriend or something? Because this reminds me of like, the other day I read something about how like she's with this
Young
younger
dude, I just saw that she's
been
with this
spending her
younger
money
dude, and she
a
been
lot.
spending her money on it, and I feel like if that's what Cher want to do, Cher is old. Okay, Cher is old, and not I. I
No,
ain't gonna
she's
say that.
old.
But I'm saying
She is
Cher's old. So, the older you get, eventually your time gonna expire. Cher got millions
like,
upon millions of dollars. So that might be what she wanna do to enjoy it. Now I hope he not scamming her. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if that's what she wanna do, that's what she wanna do. And I feel like the family who reporting it, like I always wonder those type of motives. Like, are you really worried about
are
her?
you
Did you talk to
jealous?
her about it? Or you or are you feeling like it won't be nothing left for you to spend and get?
For you. Hmm. Like her, I know. I'm not gonna say her kids because they have more. I feel like of a place to feel a way about about it. But yeah, if these randos or these people that are more of your distant friends or whatever who've probably always been there for maybe not the best reasons, this might be coming from those type of people as well. But yeah, so we're excited. We're gonna be tuning in again for another episode of Queens of R&B. And now we're going. Oh, Oh, and the way I just responded should tell you, because I have not asked you how you've been feeling about this show lately, but the way I responded should kind of tell you how I've been feeling about this show lately.
You
I
want
gotta
my honest thing? I only watch it because we review it, and if you said today or tomorrow you want to drop it, I wouldn't care. It's just not doing anything for me.
So there you have
And
it, folks.
I literally watch it. I have to watch it 3 to 4 times to see the whole episode
I haven't
because
watched
it
it like
puts me to
twice.
sleep. And no, I literally fall asleep on it every time. And it's not that it doesn't have mess. Um,
It
I
has not.
just it's just something about it don't have that reality show I don't know, spark energy thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it just don't have that. It don't have that make you want to be like, oh, let me watch it
This is
last week,
a
next
this
week.
is a
It don't.
show that I watch. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
it don't. I mean, like I said, it has its
It
drama.
almost
It de-
it almost doesn't
it
feel
def-
like this like new episodes or something. It feels like it's just on. Like it doesn't feel like, oh, the new episode's premiering. It just feels like,
right. It's just there. That's why I fall
yeah.
asleep on it every time.
I wonder what the ratings look like.
And it's not
That's what he
even
probably
the
wanted to
ratings. The ratings the ratings are low for it, that's for sure. And I can tell you, I don't even watch it on a Saturday.
I watch it.
Like
You know what? I watch.
you
I
know,
watch like
like
Sunday. I do watch a Sunday
I don't even
afternoon.
watch it on Sunday, maybe Monday, Tuesday to prepare for when we do this. That's the only reason.
I
Um,
don't feel way
but the
about
ratings are low for it.
it.
Um, but
And you know,
look. Oh, it's
I
actually
wonder
coming
why.
from Cher's kids. Okay, then I can respect that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, DT, fall asleep. Watch the review. Watch the review. Watch for a review with y'all. Snooze fest. See, I'm not the only one who feel that way,
Like
and
my
I,
notes on it be like this big. Like it just
it's
be. I don't.
giving. I can sum up. I'll be done talking about this episode literally in 5 minutes. Anything longer than that, I would just be stretching it. And this is how I ended up in this mishap. When I was telling you they're all assholes. Um, Jamie, I couldn't be married to him. He's a horrible little creature. Nobody can
I don't be
convince
married
me.
to any of them,
Um, Nobody can
or
convince me of
or
this.
friends with.
Ashley and Quick with the contract that they gave their children about chores and waking up for school, it gave produced. It gave not even a genuine. It gave like it gave to me something we doing to put on the TV. Their family moments, their moments never just seemed like. It always just seemed like scripted because Ashley wants to be the it girl of the show. Um, Now, I did. Did you ever watch the show Cutting in ATL? Do you remember when that was out? It was about a beauty salon show on WeTV. Oh dang! Well then, but anyway, if anybody's out there seeing it, what's her name? That Joy don't like Sharella. Sharella's wig gave me the lady from Cutting in ATL who used to do the natural, sell the natural hair and do the natural hair. Um, and she had the natural hairline she did called runway curls, and that's all I could think about when I saw her. But it's given like Joy. I don't. It's crazy, and I'm gonna be extra upset if we find out next week that Joy and Clifton are actually married and they plan like they engaged. Like, what's gonna be the purpose of that?
To elongate their time on our screen because they like to be on TV.
Child. Anyway, Jamie, the
Care
way
about
Jamie
their
talked
stuff.
to Arena at her event was absolutely awful. Absolutely awful to me. And other than that, I'm done. I'm ready to get to love after lockup and close out Patanka.
I don't like Alicia. I don't like her, but that's not really surprising based on how I feel about Ashley. And she wonders why Mess is kept up because she comes at people ugly. She thinks she could just say whatever, and when people give her the same energy, she has a problem with it. Arena needs to stop asking questions and giving a certain energy that she should be redirecting to her husband and her what's going on
Yes,
in her house.
definitely.
Like the only time she
Definitely.
says things with her chest and wants to say things that like why are you asking? Why are you asking? Is winter here? And that pisses me off too because it's like y'all know why winter is here, and if this is the game we're about to play, and this is what season 2 of this, like we're not about to do this. They're not. You're not going to ask why is she here. It's not going to be all every time she comes in because you know why she's here. She's sitting on the couch next to Ashley or whoever, just as if she's supposed to, just because she's supposed to. So I don't. That's so annoying to me. I don't know why she
Fact
was
of the
talking about
matter
that wig.
is,
Here.
there would
Um,
be no season 2 if it wasn't for Winter.
so yeah, that Silva family dinner, whatever they wanted to have. I'm not gonna keep talking about this him waking up and all that. Like, I'm not gonna keep talking about it. Wake him up, make sure he gets to school, whatever, however you want to do it, y'all figure it out amongst each other, and then talk, to the kids. Because that's another thing too. I'm like, y'all don't even know where the other one's at with it. So like, how are you going to try to give them some rules and try to have this big old family moment, and y'all can't even see eye to eye on the how the situation should be handled? Weird. Um, they went and took Antonio and little Jamie around or whatever. That's cool and all, but yeah, you guys should be doing like actually doing activities and stuff with them, because that can go like, or as soon as they get back to y'all's house in the whole other side of the city, like that's probably going to maybe go out of sight, out of mind. There needs to be some type of personal emotional tie, because some people don't just react or feel things just because you're just showing them, or whatever. You need to actually take the
Do it.
time to, yeah, follow that through and whatnot, and whatever, connect with that individual person. But I don't know. um Irena she just kept saying shit that was pissing me off, and excuse my language. I couldn't. And pretty soon, like you said, now that I know that this is how you feel, I mean, what episode is this of the season? Oh, do we have much more? Yeah,
I
after
don't
this
even
season,
know.
I don't know. I don't know. And their social media etiquette and whatnot is something that makes it like, anyway, too. Um, I don't know. How I feel about the show is like
I'm
this.
over it.
And with that being
Next, which one of
my
these?
favorite
Well, we
show.
girl, listen. I started watching all the prison shows because of you. Now I'm around here fussing and cussing. Girl, now we put the people mug shots.
I
Let
got
me
I
call
got
them.
pictures. I got pictures this week. Um, ah,
Pick
actually,
what
I have that
we
picture,
going.
and then this is
We
we
can
got
talk
that.
about couple by couple. Oh, that's much better with the smart girl. See this thing right here next to
Oh, are we talking about? Hold on.
I'm girl, I ain't. Let's go ahead and start with them. Baby, the way I would have washed him with that air pressure and then beat him with that air pressure I mean pressure washer and then rolled over him in that truck. Y'all about to
I
have
mean,
a baby. And what exactly is it does he do besides buy
a little bit
stuff?
of this, a little. He's a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Exactly. Which means he's spending her money. I knew Chance. I told you he wasn't when he tried to put her sister in the garage.
I think I counted 9 credit cards, and that was just the ones that he was like going like this with. But she's too worried about him cheating. You need to be worried about the financials of it all. I know in the
Girl,
in the
listen.
end of this episode, she did give that, like, where she was like, "Yo, what the," but still, that needs to be the primary focus. I don't care about other stuff. I care
Fair
about, is he
enough.
going to be able to pay these bills? But as soon as she saw when he said, "I can only put," and I get it, people fall on hard times, but they didn't just fall on hard times. He made these hard times, but he didn't want to listen to her because he thought he knew everything when he got out last season. So
I
I
don't
don't
like
know.
him.
I don't know.
Tell
But
her,
and then
let him cheat so he can find another woman who can get him credit cards so he can ruin her credit. Now, I'm or maybe
and
she'll
he
give
wants
him
to be pissed
cash.
at
Like
her.
that's crazy, and he mad at her and feel like she want to control him. And he ain't. He just got out, so he trying to take care of just him, and he trying to worry about him. Well, sir, you should have thought about that before you moved in with a woman and had kids. That was a ready-made family that you done walked yourself up in here to. So at the end of the day, what you need to do is go ahead and move around somewhere. And I ain't seen the sister. I'm waiting to see her.
That's my issue, is you're mad at her for having her sister up here, living in here, whatever, trying to kick her out and all this other stuff. But now, if she don't let you, quote unquote, have your son come up or whatever, if she has an issue with that, then it's going to be an issue. But I'm like, but you want to kick her people aside, but she just so if you can't afford to have him come out here this week, you can't afford to have him to come out here this week, and it has nothing to do about wanting or not wanting a person
Thank you, Joseph.
there. This week chances of wait,
Oh,
this week chances.
sorry.
That he does a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and
And a
y'all,
little bit
he's
of this, a little bit of that don't bring in no money. Hey, Nicole, my fave.
hey, and that's my issue as well, is that she she was like, you bought this, you bought that, what is this? I feel like you're just spending money frivolously. And I feel like, unfortunately, when you don't have a traditional 9 to 5, or you're just doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, or whatever, if you're in something that's consumer based, a lot of times, and you fall on these types of hard times, you might just have to go get something that is going to be a consistent paycheck. Like, you might got to go to, work at this little store down the street or something that's going to be on a consistent basis, so you have that money coming in. You don't have the luxury at this point to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just buy this power washer and it's just going to start rolling in. If people don't need to get this power washed because they're on hard times too, then you're gonna be SOL and you still gonna be broke. And now you gotta be and this is now another reoccurring bill that you have to pay that off probably or whatever. No, it's just counterproductive. He has this mindset that's gonna get them in some real trouble if they are not already in that trouble currently.
I
Y'all
don't
see, I
know.
like this shit.
I don't know how much we TV pay, but child, she better be paying off them credit cards with it, and she need to be getting a divorce so her check can come separately and it ain't
They're
in
not
the bank.
wait,
He done went and bought
they
a.
got married? No, they didn't get. She won't marry him because of this, apparently. But they're having a whatever. I would much rather, and I stand by it. Marriages you can undo and you pay whatever, that person pay whatever, and you don't ever have to deal with that person. Having a child with someone, you're gonna have to deal with them. So I feel like it would have been less permanent when you're still trying to feel this person out, for you to
It would have
just
been
have
less
gotten married.
permanent if
And
she
I'm
just.
not saying that the baby's not wanted. That's not what I'm saying at all. So don't think that that's what I'm saying. But you're trying to be careful, but you really just kind of have to deal with him regardless at this point. So
It would have been better if she wouldn't have showed up on pickup day. That's the only thing that would have made this situation better. Next couple.
okay. Um, let's ooh. Um,
Hey Neva. I don't know if you saw me waving.
let's just let's just do this.
Oh, girl. I can't with that couple. First of all, she was with that other boy last year. Then she left him for this dude because you thought he was so much better and this, then the third. Only to come back and find out he got all these charges that you don't know about. And then y'all can't even afford to pay the lawyer
You
because
really
all
don't
the
think
money
she
gone.
you really don't think she knew about them?
I mean, listen, that's what they saying. I think it was for the
I
cameras. That's what it
A
gave.
lot of people, yes, I'm saying a lot of people think they're just straight up acting, because it's like she's supposed to be, the big old boss of everything. Like, I have a feeling that she had to know something, and it had to be, yeah, they had to discuss something, because they're like, we're going back on the show. What we going to talk about? Like, I'm pretty sure 99% of these people, that's the conversation they be having. Like, okay, what are we going to hit them with this time? And I think this is what they came up with. Um, I don't know where the situation is gonna go. Actually, I do know,
Dante,
because
that's
it has to
right.
be fabricated. Deontay, yes. It has to be fabricated, because the way the attorney called after saying, hey, I ain't gonna lift a finger until you give me $15,000. But all of a sudden, 2 hours later, it's like, oh, good news. I can get you probation, or I can get you house arrest for 3 years. And da da da. It's like, but I thought she wasn't gonna lift a finger until I gave you money. And clearly he hasn't given you no money yet. So, huh?
Girl, I don't even
He
know if
just
that was a real
pricing her.
lawyer.
It wasn't. That was it wasn't. It wasn't. I'm just saying, y'all could have put a little bit more effort into
He
it.
set up there and looked like one of the extra people that be trying out for WWE wrestling. That's what that lawyer looked like to me. He was at the wrong audition. But I was gonna go with it. That's what they giving. That's what
I
they
watched
giving,
wrestling
girl. So
growing
that's what I
up.
was
So
gonna
I
go with it.
did.
I did too. Do
So
you
I
smell what the
did.
Rock is cooking?
One of the
DDT,
Hart
baby.
brothers.
DDT. Okay, and that's what he reminded me the whole time I was watching. I was like, this dude used to work for
I can't lift one of
WWE.
my eyebrows. You know how you used to.
But no, I'm not buying that storyline, which makes me not invested in them. I don't like the way she did Deontay. And I know this is what they giving, and I feel like whatever happens to her happens.
I just hope that the daughter's not her daughter's not affected by any of the antics because she don't deserve that.
Right.
Where we going? Where we going? Where we going, Janice? I mean, Barb.
She don't, but you but then she went to go see the ex and all of that, and he telling her we're gonna be a family again, and I'm like, oh, she gonna go. I mean, her husband already ain't ish, but you should have known that when his wife was telling you about what he was going through, what she had went through, what ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? And you
Wait, wait,
decided to
wait, wait.
still marry him.
Wait,
I'm
who?
saying the last people, not these people.
Wait, what are you
Wait,
talking
who we
about?
was talking about? No,
Yeah, you.
no, never
Wait,
mind.
what?
I'm talking about somebody else. Never mind.
I know. I was like, what you mean? Neither of them were.
I'm talking about the lady who married the old man, and now they got the
I know what
baby.
you're talking about.
You know, I
We're
don't be
about to
knowing
get
no
to it.
names.
Um, Amber and Puppy. I think. Do we want production to give them their own segments? I feel like that's part of the problem. Like, I feel like they should just be. I get their stuff is interlinked, but I feel like it's only interlinked because they got this ongoing drama. So it's kind of like a paradox. They need to just have their own segments because clearly they're at two separate points in their life, and that's also something that should carry on into the real world. If this is really where they are in their lives, if they're being 100% honest on this screen right now, they shouldn't even be friends because they're
They're
moving
another
on two
couple.
different.
You know what? I could have left them off this season. I really
They
feel
did,
like
but
this
they
stuff
wanted
is
to be on here,
manufactured. I feel like this stuff is manufactured too. I don't think it's really
and we haven't even
as
gotten
deep
introduced to
as what they're
everybody yet.
saying. Hmm.
Um, I don't think that either of them probably should be in those relationships. And
No.
I'm only saying that about Amber because she's comparing it to, oh, I've never argued in this relationship. Like this is better than any of my other relationships because we don't argue and blah 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 blah. I
But
hope
girl, it's
that's not the
coming.
only. Not only is it probably coming, that's never but something you should be like, oh, that's why I stayed with the person. Like that doesn't mean that everything else is good though. At the same time, like
Right.
just because you don't argue, it could still be other stuff in it that's something you should no.
Correct.
And Puppy, like she just needs to like one leave him and two just get grab her like life by the you know what or something and just take charge. Like just like I don't know. And she don't do that. She just like literally her name. She's like a pitiful little like puppy all the time. Like oh, well, I can be competent. Like if you have to tell your partner that you can be that you're competent or you whatever, y'all probably shouldn't even be together because like why should you they should know that you're competent. You guys should be together because you appreciate the other person's competency. Like I don't know. Like and he doesn't want her to work because he wants to probably control her and have complete control. You know who I want to interview? I want to interview his ex-wife. I want to see what she has to say about it. Did he try to be controlling with her and whatnot? Like I want to see because he's got more to his story, and since he wants to keep bringing himself back, I want to know. I want some answers.
Thank you, DT, for the super chat. We appreciate it. The lawyer looks like he gets a tombstone power driver from the Undertaker Weekly. I'm trying to tell you. Thank you, DT.
That's what I mean, right there. Um, it's just I don't know. I don't know, but
That story gives fake to me too. I don't know why, but it does.
mm-hmm. So with that being said, um, since you mentioned them before, they weren't on this past episode, but if you have something to say about them,
Oh, girl, listen, she worked on my nerves. She had the audacity to be upset with her mama when her mama telling you, girl, this was not the time. You did not make the right decision. Why did you quit your job? Like, you looking at it like you want to have an attitude with your mama, but everything your mama said was right. At the end of the day, if he leaves and you don't have no job, you're going to be calling on your mama to pay the bills for you and them for churn. And that's the reason why you act the way you act. That's the way you quit your job impulsively because you know your mama not going to let your feet touch the ground. You know your mama not gonna let you you know what I'm saying, let your feet touch the ground. She gonna let you swim, but she ain't gonna let you drown. Like, girl, no ma'am. If I was her mama, I said, well, you better hope don't nothing ever better not let you fall. He better leave you. You better have whatever. Don't call me for nail one bill. And then on top of that, y'all ain't got no money coming in. If you need bills to pay now, it's you, your children, him, his children, and together y'all make eight. Y'all got the whole Sunday school around here.
Mm-mm.
And don't
That's a
nobody have
compliment.
no job. That don't even make no sense. I didn't like that. I didn't like the way she was talking to her mama. I did not like the way he was like, "Don't I told you don't tell your mama without me being there." She's steadily telling him like, "I didn't tell her." She said it. You know what I'm saying? She
No,
already knew.
she brought that up though. That wasn't just the mom just throwing that out there. She was dropping little hints, and then she wanted to go and turn up on him. And it's just like you're mad
I don't
because your
like her
mom was
attitude
like,
though.
huh?
I said I don't like her attitude.
I didn't like her in that episode. Since then, I'm not. I'm really kind of cool on everybody. Like I'm just riding it out. But in that episode, I was really like, oh, so this is what y'all are gonna be on. And there another one. It's like, are you giving off these the impression because you just want to secure another spot, or is this really what's going on between y'all, or what's up? What's up?
Well, you can't
But
fake a
another
pregnancy.
person who's yeah. And this is another example, just like with the whole chance thing, of a person who's going after something that is not going to give them a consistent check. Like, you need to go after consistency here. You got way too many mouths to feed to just be going on for, a whim, like hoping you land a deal or something. Like, no, ain't
I
nobody
think
got time for
I
that.
think first, let me say thank you, Thick, for being a member for 7 members. I mean, Lord, 7 months. She said, she said, love you guys, and Nola intoxication is hilarious, girl. I'm struggling over here. Um, I done lost my whole train of thought. I'm gonna read Joseph copy because I really, I mid thought I lost what I was about to say. They got a whole playground full of children at the house. Ella,
This
you right,
a lot.
Joseph, and I want to thank you. I want to thank you because you just jogged my memory
And
of what
his
I was
like
about to
youngest
say.
child is only like 2 or 3, I thought. Or he has a
He has a younger kid, but I just feel like I don't understand why how these women just meet these men in a prison and bring these men home to their children in a house with them. I don't understand that. That just don't even make nobody's kind of sense. And then you rush to get pregnant for what? This when you have listen, girl, you have children. Like you should make sure you about to
no.
if you about to marry somebody, he need to be able to take care of you, him, your children, and his children. And you should have made sure he was doing everything he was supposed to do for his children first. Like where is he getting money from? Where is it coming in? And then you gonna quit your job to go get on Medicaid to have a baby when you had insurance.
That's what I wanted to say. You just said trusting your children. Is that because was it like an episode or two ago, and she was like, "I don't trust him with something, but I trust him uh around my kids." Like she said something about she don't trust him with her feelings or being vulnerable or something. But I'm like,
Then you shouldn't trust him with your
you
kids.
trust him with your kids? Like immediately moved in the house? I would be no. Mm-mm.
DT, I'm
I
about to
saw this
put you
and
out.
that's why I laughed. Like it's way too much.
Oh, so but
Way too much.
that's all I have to say about them, child. But I listen, girl, now you gonna have me glued to the I can't wait till tomorrow night.
Unfortunately, I don't have a picture, and I'm mad that I just remember this. Down bottom left, right here, Cameron. He's with Eris.
Aries. Eris is stupid. Eris is
She needs
girl,
to
Eris,
leave
you went got that
him.
house in Tampa and he rolling up off the plane talking about, yeah, we got a house, we got married, we got this, we got that. No, sir, she got it. She got it, and you
Leave.
just coming along for the ride. And then what did
I
you
was
do to
like,
get this
leave.
money to fix the air condition? Talk about I got it. I ain't gonna tell her how I got it, but I got it.
But you're not. But
You
don't
got it
ask
from
me
your
where I
check.
got my money from.
You
Okay,
you
but we married.
you you got that you got it from that check. Cause I know you're not about to sit up here and allude to the fact that you're doing the same things that got you in jail before.
We're
I
married.
know that's not
If
what you
you
about to
don't
sit
want to
on
tell
this.
me where you got your money from, that's a problem for me. We're not going to be married, and you're gonna have an issue with me. I shouldn't. What? I'm not even going to ask you because it's going to be no like I need to know where you get your money from and vice versa. We're not playing those games. No. Mm-mm.
So
So
when the
she
people
needs to
come knock
know
knock
the fact
knocking,
that we don't. he don't feel no type of way. Again, yes, y'all's marriage is y'all's marriage, but the fact that like he doesn't want to meet her father or doesn't have no like nothing to say about that, it could just be what it's going to be. That's kind of weird to me as well, especially because
Yeah,
he was
that
going
was
so hard about her not coming over to his sister's house and stuff like that. But you don't want to appeal. She's
to
supposed to appeal to your family, but you're not supposed to appeal to hers.
to hers. He gives me. He not gonna be that long. She was away to find. She was away in a place to stay because he didn't want to stay with his people. That's what it's giving me. And I
With that
and
one
I
suitcase.
misunderstood. Girl, one suitcase, like what? But he did get out of. My God, death and destruction of the mouth. Now his teeth look like Air Force
Time
One.
out. Time out. This is the comment.
I
This is the
I
comment for the
cannot.
day.
I listen. I
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
I'm going to start it. I had to start it. I had to start it.
I just did. Oh, I thought I. Okay. Okay. I,
Girl, the one under it, Jesus. But I don't know. I just I can't with DT right now.
they
I
do look
can't.
kind
I'm
of
not in
alike.
that
Like,
place.
they
Um,
do look like, I don't know what they look like as well as cigarette
but
butts.
I just think she wasn't the brightest. Yet again, another woman who met a man, got married while well, when he got out of jail. You know what I'm saying? And then bring him around your daughter. Well, the daughter's not even at the house because she haven't seen him in a couple months, in 60 days. So she had to go leave her house to go stay with her grandmother so you can get some. So what you gonna do? I mean, I understand you want to
You're
have you
gonna
a
just
long time or
continue to
whatever,
further disrupt
but
your
for
child's
this
everything.
man.
Just shake up her whole life. Okay, cool.
I'm sorry, he don't give me good stuff. Something about him just don't give me good vibes for him to be around that child. And I just feel like you shouldn't make no talking about
I'm
we a
not
fan.
gonna.
He's a father now. He's a girl. What?
I don't want to say that,
Go to
but I
hell.
just feel like he just
I ain't
he's gonna
saying
be
he gonna
cool.
do nothing to the little girl. I don't think he gonna. I don't. He don't
No,
give me. He
it's
gonna
just
do nothing to the little
he's just
girl.
not going to be a positive, this positive. Just oh yeah, he came in here and just
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
did
I feel
everything
like
great.
they're gonna
No,
get into plenty of fights because he gives me selfish. He's serving up selfish with a
that's
side
what I
of
mean.
do
Like
what I want you to do.
he's gonna be doing good until he sees something he don't like, or something happens that he don't like, or he just gets into one of his moods and he's just gonna do some wild, like just like wild
Right.
disrespectful stuff. That's just like wow, like okay, that just make you look sideways. I heard a little bit of it this morning, but I didn't see.
And
Yeah,
Mariah Huck of Meriton Medicine.
hmm
I will not come off my chariot and throw tomatoes with you, Mariah.
yeah.
Do you want me to get the receipts, tilt, bounce, walk to the
I
side, Mariah?
stop it. I'm not. And I was feeding
Do
into
you
it,
want
and I
me to
just
get
caught
the
myself.
receipts?
I just caught
No, I
myself
didn't see.
feeding into it.
I didn't go see it, but I'll go watch it, and I might come with a little quick 1, 2 before night court. Not live. It is definitely going to be pre-recorded because I got to get myself together for court
Shoot,
because I have no idea what the hell Mason them gonna
I'm
do
gonna have
tonight.
to. I hope I can be in the comments because I gotta go do my taxes later.
Girl, go do that's important, baby. We don't play with the I,
I
the
ain't gonna
R,
get
and the
nothing back.
S.
I'm not gonna get nothing back. Not after this whole house stuff. Anyway, whatever. I'm
Thank
about
you
to owe
for
them.
saying that because I get that vibe too. He drinks too much. Yeah, I just feel like it's gonna be a lot of
Yeah,
argument. I
to
don't think
do
he's ready
something
for the
like,
responsibility, and it's gonna create a bad environment.
or just like get mad and destroy the whole house or something. I don't know. Like just something. It's gonna be not good.
Who's on
Hmm.
night court? Chris Rock and Trick Daddy, and I'll let y'all know Trick Daddy is on trial for giving the ladies gout when they eat his groceries. Uh,
Okay, I'm not even about to deal with you. I'm not even about to deal with you. Let's finish up this last piece.
Oh, Lord, I
I
definitely
hate looking
can't be
at a
like
picture of
this
her.
tonight.
I hate looking
Cause
at a picture of her.
the thing,
Can you breathe?
and Barb can tell y'all the thing about night court is all I say is these are the people that's on trial. That's it. That's all. I don't give them nothing. So whatever comes out their mouth or whatever they do, whatever prop they use, I see it at the exact same time that you see it. There's
All I'm hearing
no
is stick of butter right now. Stick of butter.
it was I don't know if it was ranching with the girdle or you when you made
That was
that
a fun
gap
night.
when you
That
made that gap being Tokyo Tony. I just Mace
that
with
was
the
a good. That was a
vibrator.
good one.
I mean the microphone that happens to vibrate.
Mhm.
That somehow ended up being a night court as well. Y'all should come there. But them two.
It's so fun.
I felt some type of way, but I also understood her. Like I feel like you're talking about you and your kid, but I feel like she's never respected really him or her kid, his kids. I don't feel like she ever really did anything to try to make like a family unit, and he definitely ain't do it either. But I also feel like you should have thought looked at how s- blah, blah, blah. You should have looked at how he treated his kids prior to you marrying him and having a baby, and thought about how that was gonna translate if y'all was to have a baby, if you was to marry him. See, you thought
I
that
don't think
woman
she
was
took that into. She
you
thought he was
you
going to
thought
change, and that's what a lot of people's issue is.
right,
If
and
they
then
get
she
with
tried to throw
somebody,
out that
they
slick
change.
shade talking about Kelly. I'm not Kelly, girl. You are Kelly. If you wasn't Kelly, you would have never married him
You're Kelly
because he
Jr.
still had them same tendencies. Y'all had problems planning the wedding and everything else. On your wedding day, y'all was getting into it. That's not how you start off a marriage, girl. And then she sit up there holding the baby. But I just don't think she should have. I got her point because, girl, I would have had to throat punch him. I'd have had to throat punch him if you just see me cleaning this floor. You see me cleaning up and you drop
Yes.
this cookie crumb
Mm.
on the counter, on the floor, and then you leave it there. You don't pick it up, girl. I think I'd have had to pitch that cookie crumb at him.
But at the same time, it's still your fault because why are you expecting anything more from this man that showed you
I
who
would
he
have
was?
told him, man, if you don't pick that, I would have told him if you don't pick that up, if
We
you
would.
don't
I would
pick
have
that up, that was
lost you.
number one. And then number two, I didn't like the fact that when because my son plays the game. I felt like she should have told him, Can you get off the game? Can you get
I
off
would have
the
been
game
like,
tonight?"
you
You
can
know what I'm
do
saying?
the
Like
game with your son, but
she
have
shouldn't
a
have
better schedule.
made it like she had and I know she didn't have, like she said, you made two families, so you have to learn to make time for two families. I get that. I 100% get that. I just didn't like that she did it like wow the son can hear it because they
He
already
might
feel
take that
some type
out
of
of
way.
context.
So right, he might take that out of context. So I ain't like that. And then he went right back after trying to hug her and do all of that. He went right back to
No, no,
doing
I
what he
wouldn't do
do.
that. I'm making a joke. Um, she should have known. She should have known better. I do think that like she has some valid points, of course, and I also get like everybody gets tired and this and that, but he has consistently. This is exactly who he's been, and and I can't feel that bad. Um, as far as her daughter's father and whatnot, like that. When he
Joseph
gets
on
out,
point.
first of all, I'm like, that was weird. Like you didn't tell me weird. Um, and
Oh, baby, as soon as she could get to
they
him,
meet
she
up.
gone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they meet up, it's a wrap from there. I could just
Soon
tell.
as she could get to him,
He's
she
trying to
gone. And
play
not
like, oh,
everything
yeah,
because
but
no, because she's still in love with that man. And now
mhm, I hear that.
because she has the opportunity to be with him
Mm-hmm.
and she know he still want her. Guess what,
Mm-hmm.
baby? It's going I see the divorce coming soon strictly because one, she's already aggravated with her husband, and then two, that's the man who
Mm-hmm.
she really, really loved, like for real, for real. And
Mm-hmm.
she
She wasn't
everything that
awarded
the
it like
husband right,
that.
everything that the husband do now is gonna work on her nerves even more because she's looking for
Hence
an
her
excuse.
reaction.
Right.
Hence her reaction. He came in there. I mean, anybody even in the best days would be like pissed if you got some stuff on the floor that they just cleaned, but everything was amplified and every time he would do something in that exchange that pissed her off, she would just get more and more angry and it's yeah. She just gonna wind up just he gonna come home one day and she gonna be gone with the baby. She is.
Baby, she was in there. Biggie, give me one. I'm. That's what
Mhm.
it's giving.
And it's because she settled, and she even admitted it that before that, this is just she
This was
knew he wasn't
temporary.
worth anything. She knew he wasn't worth anything, and she still went and did it because that was, the better option getting out of prison, I guess. And Sean's always going to be Sean. We've seen him. This is his second, third person at this point now, second, whatever. So we
Come
we
on
know
now.
he's about. Anyway, last but not least, before we
Ooh,
roll
girl.
into finally,
Ooh, girl. She need to
what?
just go ahead and leave, girl. Go ahead and leave, girl. And I hate to say this. I hate to say this, but girl, he
They've been
don't
doing
want you.
interviews.
And I'm not saying that because of what other people were saying about her size. I'm just saying that because girl, he don't want you. If he wanted you, it wouldn't matter if you was 5'2", 120, soaking wet, or if you
You
was
wouldn't let people talk to you
six
like
foot
that.
three, five hundred
You wouldn't
pounds.
react
That
like
don't
that.
matter. If a man wants you, he wants you. And Monique, girl, he don't want you. Stop buying all that stuff. Go get your cameras up out his grandmother's house and put them in the next person you gonna be with house. Stop tracking that phone because he got 5, 6, 7 more of them. Like, stop, girl. But if you want to be a trick, Monique, ain't nothing wrong with it. If you want to take care of your man and buy him colognes and nice things and things, but buy it to a man that deserves to get that from you, and you still talking like, what was your purpose of bringing your sisters there talking about you want to help them? You want them to help you make a decision when you wasn't hearing nothing what they said on purpose. On purpose. I'm gonna give Zarek another chance. Girl, we already knew
Just
that.
wanted backup. She just wanted backup.
We already knew that. Now I do believe him. I don't think that she was even thought she was pregnant remotely. I don't think that. I do think
At
that was
all.
just to I do think that was just to make him you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do what she make him feel like, oh, he need to be faithful and he need to be loyal and all of this to her. That's But let me tell you
Yeah.
something, baby. A baby don't keep no man. A baby don't keep them faithful. A baby don't keep their beef stick off of nobody else buffet, girl. Go and take you a trip or vacation or something and find you something to do with yourself and go find somebody else to play with. Find somebody that wanna matter of fact, you don't find nobody. You let them find you, the person who wanna play in your sandbags. Joseph, you know who paying the bill? Monique. He calling her and asking her for some money, saying he need this or he need that. He need
Like when they went to
toiletries and stuff, and
that that dinner
and
that night.
he paying his cricket bill along with all them other women who he calling. Like I felt so bad for her. And then he gonna talk about
I don't.
come over there. I did feel bad for her because I feel like
I'm
she
like,
felt.
oh,
I feel like she would never get a man that looked like him. But to me, he is funny looking.
to me,
He looked like a
she's gonna get
he
somebody
looked
who
like a
doesn't
Keebler
want to hear her,
elf. He looked like a
and
Keebler elf with dreads.
he looks like
Boy, I
someone
wish
who
Ranting
doesn't
was
want
in
to
here. I
be.
bet she'd make it.
He doesn't want to be with her because he's in his own world with it, and she needs to find someone who values her for her and isn't going to let people disrespect her, um, and isn't going to be just trying to, you know, be in their own world. Like that's what he
I
gives, and I
feel
can't
like
wait until this week's episode.
he's
They're
setting her
still
up to
together.
be jumped. I feel like he's trying to set her up to be jumped and humiliated.
I was watching their interview the other day.
Inviting her to his sister house. That's how I feel. Now he might not feel no type of way. He might really, want to try to act like he want I don't know. I don't know. He might really want to have them like her to keep her around because she finances things for him. But it's giving me he using her vibes. Go buy her some little Kroger flowers, some little Winn Dixie flowers. You know what I'm saying? And act like he did. Cause who paid for that hotel room? But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he said he had money, but tucked away or whatever for him or whatever when he got home. All right, maybe he using that money to pay his little phone bills or whatever. Cause girl, it's Cricket phones or Boost Mobile. It's not giving AT&T. You know they got them plans 4 lines for a certain amount of money.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't like that. I feel like he trying to set her up, and then you talking about you didn't like your sister. You didn't tell your sisters. If you didn't tell your sisters, why would you invite her there?
That's what I
knowing
mean.
that there's a beef, there's an
Last
issue.
time.
That's why I feel set up.
I'm trying to
But
set her
other
up.
than that, I ain't got nothing to say. I'm ready for tomorrow.
Me too. Me too. So let's just move on to our last topic, which is I
With
should
your
have put an
gutter
actual
sniping ass,
I should
gutter
have put a
snipe,
better
gutter
graphic up here.
snipe,
I don't have the
gutter
actual them
snipe. Look, you
in
can leave
blue.
this right here while we run through it. How about look? You
You
could
can
have
do
left the
that.
picture up. With your gutter snipe and gutter sniping and gut.
Stop it.
Listen, I wasn't. I done made it a song. With your gutter sniping
I'm
ass, with
not
your
doing this now.
I was here for it. I'm listening. If you was mad that Candace said anything that she said on this reunion, go ahead and click off or cuss me out in the comments, whatever you feel you gotta do. She said not one word. She ate and left not one crumb. Everybody was sitting up there, and this year we got more than just a face from Giselle. We got a ooh, 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 like she a owl. Other than that, I don't. Robin was a walking contradictory. I feel like Wendy, girl, I know you was wearing your commentator hat and you was thinking about the sound bite they was gonna get from Candace and be playing it, but girl, in that moment, um, just ride for your friend. Just ride for your friend. It gave me way too much. They gave way too much. I am so infuriated at the fact that they were more outraged at Candace for calling out Giselle's proximity to whiteness for what she does and do and how she acts and the reason why she get away with it than they're mad about the accusations. But then again, why would they be mad about the accusations when they're the one who created them? And Ashley, you want to act like you don't know what was going on and you don't understand what they're talking about. And oh, Giselle shouldn't be called that or was said. But a couple reunions back, baby, I need you to rewind because the people was dropping the footage of you telling Giselle and Robin how they want to be like they're white. That's why they got that blonde hair in their head and all of that. So now you know what it is for the privilege that you just set up and admitted that you benefit from. But the fact of the matter is, you yourself called out these same two people for these same things a few reunions back. Now you sitting up here acting confused and lost. This ain't something new that's been going on, and the fact that people want Chris to shut his mouth, I feel like why should he? Why should he shut his mouth? Because they got to do as many interviews as they wanted to do about him, about this, and at the end of the day, what they did and what they said, especially about him grabbing Deborah, even though we know it's not true, understand that type of allegation and stuff stick to your name. And when people Google him years from now, that will always come up. And you know what? That's gonna always be in big print. The fact that he was innocent, the print is gonna get smaller and smaller as it go down. Just the negative stuff, because we know how society works. I wasn't mad at her for nothing that was said. Nothing that was said. Look at what these ladies have done. Like I think that Robin is allegedly friend of this season is what they're saying. Next season we'll have to see. But if she's not friend of, or if she's a full time, why she didn't get no problems? We didn't even see what Phaedra said, what they said Phaedra said. We didn't even see that. And now she just not coming back on a whole different show. What she said about Candy.
Hmm.
But Giselle get to make these type of allegations, and she's still here. And it'd be one thing if she was making these type of allegations and we got to see her life for real, for real. All we see is her have a conversation. She didn't give no parties. She didn't give no events. We didn't see nothing going on in her personal life, whether it be with her family or nothing. I mean, we did see about her uterus issues, but that's it. She gave nothing. And that was what, the last season? The last episode, maybe the last two episodes we talked about that. And she gave nothing all season. Mia sat up on that stage and accused Peter of a crime when she sat up there and said that Peter showed her the footage of Wendy giving him the cookie. First of all, it was an outright lie. Like this was the season of liars. This was the
What was
season of
it?
liars. And I know
What
on
is good?
reality TV, they splurge. You know what I'm saying? They go a little above and beyond, put a little sauce on it. But this wasn't putting no sauce on it, and we ain't even about to label it like the fuck it was. Like that ain't even what we about to do.
When what was it after Mia tried to throw that out there and Candace said one of my favorite things as far as so we're just gonna we really got to stop just saying things because we don't have anything else to say, like saying these lies. And that is just the complete tone of where this show has taken itself. I don't really need to reiterate anything because you pretty much said everything, but I will say that there were a couple really good things that were said throughout this whole three-parter, and then there were also some things that like I really could have dealt with out, or I'm still calling BS or whatever,
I didn't
which
need
was
head of
still
house
the
meeting.
seating. I'm still not over the seating. I don't, even though the Cole Gordon crying for a second thing, it was just kind of like, oh, it was a little awkward at first, and I was like, okay, wait, do I believe this? Do I not? And it sucks that I even had to think that because, and the only reason why I thought that is because of who he's married to, and she's known as like someone who just be lying all the time. So I'm like, I don't know what to think about that him sometimes because of that. Um, Giselle admitting to not liking Wendy and that still being justification as to why it's okay to do something wrong to an individual. Okay. Um, Candace, although I was going up for her and I was over here being her biggest fan when she was reading Giselle down and some other stuff and Ashley and whatnot, I was kind of irritated at times when I saw her kind of still like being, you know, not seeing Robin for who she is and kind of like over there kikiing with her and stuff like that. I'm not trying to ever tell anybody who they can and can't like or anything. And I'm only a person who's watching through a screen, but it's just like, I still don't think that she's fully grasped that I don't believe that that woman is your friend. And I didn't care about me and Jacqueline. I don't care. I don't care because I think that they're both just decided to come on here and do this, and I don't look at one better than the other at all. Mia's business structure, I'm still like, last time I checked, you know, I have a business degree. When I went to school, I don't believe they described an organizational structure like that. So, ma'am, you're still lying. Like you still every other thing that comes out your mouth is like still a lie. So it's just like we can't. I don't know. She needs to come on here and be who she really truly is, and maybe people will like her more next season. And Giselle trying to say like, oh yeah, it's okay. Let me just try to talk about something later. Like, no, we're not going to talk about anything later. Like, we're going to talk about it now, and that just shows that what she thinks of herself and her position on this show. It was ridiculous. So that was all the points. I was just like, but like I said before, there was also good points too, where it was like, you know, Candace getting on Ashley about her hypocrisy, Chris reading Giselle pretty much and saying, hey, like you're saying something I did. What is it that I did? And she again could never say directly, like, oh, this is how I feel, so that's what you did. Like that's not your.
And then she tried to put it on him and say, "We're in this I'm sorry, we're in this situation because of you, Chris." No, you're in the situation because of yourself. Because first of all, you saw Chris and you interjected yourself in what he was talking about and asked him was he okay, and he said we'll talk later. Now he asked whoever asked to go to the room. Guess what? If you felt uncomfortable and your mantra is to not be in a room with married men, then you should have said, "Now we can talk in the hallway." So you're responsible for putting yourself in that position because at the end of the day, you are the one who had to say yes. It couldn't have went forward if you would have said, "No, you can talk to me in the hallway." It couldn't have went forward. Meanwhile, you never thought how it was looking all the times you talked about this man junk. And Chris, we don't know why Ebony K was there. I think whatever she had going on got pushed to the
That was just,
sidelines.
yeah.
Yeah, I think whatever she was there for got pushed to the sidelines, obviously
I didn't
because
want her to be
Robin's
on
tea
there.
came out. Because I know they scheduled that like so far in advance. So I think with Robin T coming out, like they knew they had to address that and say something, and they got overshadowed. But baby, her face when Robin was saying what she was saying, told me everything I needed to know.
My thing is when Giselle
I
said
don't.
it
I
wasn't
don't, Chris.
inappropriate, it wasn't inappropriate. It made me uncomfortable. Ma'am, do you see how that sounds? She was saying things throughout
She was
this
using trigger
reunion that
words.
was just
She knew
like,
exactly what she was doing. She was using trigger words the whole season, which is why, Chris, I don't think he went hard enough on her. And I think when his wife said she didn't accept the apology, he should have said, well, my wife said we don't accept the apology. And it is what it is. I do not think he went too hard on her. She got what she deserved. You don't get to make an accusation like that on somebody and expect them to come at you with kid gloves. It's a very different it's a difference between he did and I felt. Did is an action implying that he did something to her. And all season she tried to skirt around it and not own it. You said you as if this man wanted to cheat on his wife with you. No, when he's lost jobs and money behind it,
his
why should
kids.
he had to answer to his kids about what was said. He lost his job. The people like to call him broke and say all he want to do is live off Candace. He lost his job because of this, because them kind of places don't want this kind of attention, especially not with that kind of allegation.
You can't do that to
So
people.
he was supposed to sit up there and be nice to her. Meanwhile, he's lost funds.
It's not even funds. You can't do that to people. And when there's people out here that really get accused of those things or don't come forward or don't do, you can't shake up people's stuff like that. And this is just supposed to be cute reality kiki. Nah, it's not that. It's became something that's not even like cool. Like, is this shows who they really are. When Giselle made that comment I said before, and Candace like, yeah, that speaks to your moral compass, and it does. Like, I don't care about nothing that
I
be
mean,
coming out of her. Or my
I feel
friend,
like
because Robin also was saying stuff too that showed her slip as well when she said everything needs to be done on camera for filming. Like that's why we're here, or whatever. Not verbatim, but she said something along those lines. And I'm like, you
we
just
could
said
talk for
that.
5 hours about her hypocrisy.
Shout outs to Karen's faces. What's her face came out? I didn't care, Sharice. We asked Sharice to be here. Why?
And did you see on Watch What Happens Live? Karen said, "Yeah, but who asked you to call her? Y'all called her, but who asked you?" And Andy made a face, yeah, because you know Giselle and them called her.
Yeah, I watched
Her trying to gaslight about Wendy's kids, that's awful. You were absolutely ostracizing Wendy because you know you not inviting Wendy. Wendy didn't care, but you purposely leaving out her kids. You wanted to get a rise from her. And I feel like the people need to be calling and looking into you and seeing your parenting practices, because why would you send your child to be around a woman who you know don't like you without you? That
I
was, and I
also
think she was lying there too. She was, girl. We could be here for hours talking about her hypocrisy.
no, I just remember too, going back to remember when Giselle was trying to explain to her daughters like what was going on with her body and stuff like that, and they were just like they'd never had those types of conversations before, and we were all like, what are you teaching your children? She also when they were talking about Candace and her journey and stuff like that and where she's at with it, Giselle said something to Ashley like under her breath, and she was like, "Oh, so what are they gonna do with the embryos?" And I was like, "What do you what?" Like, I don't think anybody caught that, but I was just like,
I did, and I just feel like the fact that she buys applique jewels from Dollar Tree and glue them onto her dresses every year, it tells me all I need to know about her character, her everything.
I was like,
And
"What is up?
I'm over it.
What is
I
up?"
don't know if I'll be back. I've enjoyed Potomac.
I don't
I didn't enjoy season 5 when they had the melee. I didn't like that. But I've enjoyed Potomac up until now, and
I did.
I can't. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about next season. I don't know if I'll be watching it. I feel and normally Potomac, I was so set to be up here every week live doing Potomac, doing call-ins, and I just couldn't. I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed because I couldn't believe this show had went here. I couldn't, and it was all week. I've been all week. I got the thumbnail and everything all week. I've been saying I need to do a live about Potomac. Then it went to I need to do I'ma just pre-record it. I'ma just pre-record it. And then it's like I'm gonna talk about it here, and I ain't gonna talk about it no more. Like it's too heavy, and I do this. I like to do this for fun, but that right there, I don't play about essay allegations against nobody. That's not fun to me.
Heck no. I've way too many. No. Mm-mm. Especially being in the military, like that was. I don't want to unpack that right now. You don't play about that type of stuff. You don't. So whatever they're trying to make a storyline off of, I'm good. I don't know, like you said, if it's gonna happen again um
As long as
next
there's a
year
husband, they'll be
season.
plotting while me around here doing TikToks with
I don't know. We'll
bunions.
see.
Well, she
We'll
ain't got
see.
bunions, but you know. But with
I'll get
that,
into I'm gonna start watching Miami and Jersey, but I don't know about anything else.
have y'all seen the Impact ATL? No, I never even heard of that. I don't know what
I
that's
watched
about.
it. I
I
watched
don't
it
know
because
what
they was
that's
talking
about.
about it on TikTok. Yeah, but
I don't know, but other
that's
than
all we
that,
have today.
I am done. That is all we have today. I will see you guys tonight for night court. Okay,
Oh,
7:20 p.m. Central Standard Time. I love you all. I have to go get my children, so I have
yes,
to go.
y'all. We'll see
It is
y'all next
school pickup
time.
time. Thank you again, DT, for another super chat. I still can't get over Sharice Fuchsia, Lattimore Jackson, and Katie were the
Ooh,
OG
I forgot
Scissor
about that.
Sisters. Yeah, I believe Katie. I believe her.
She hasn't told me any lies that I feel yet, so I'm a believer. I'm gonna stick
Katie
beside
truth
her.
might have not have been pretty, but it was her truth. So ooh,
I'm gonna stick
child,
beside her.
we might have to come back and just give y'all a little
Because I
snippet
forgot
about
about
the
that.
rumors, the little snippers of Potomac.
And yeah, because like we got those other graphics and stuff. So let me
Yeah.
know.
So we might come back a little bit later, maybe before night court, maybe tomorrow. We'll have to discuss it. To talk about the rumor mill that is Katie Ross. Should she be let back
Mhm.
on the show? Should she not? And with that being said, we love you all. Goodbye.
Bye.